All right, we're back. We have another beer to review tonight, and man, I like the can design on this one. They're diverting a little bit in their color scheme. This is from Toller. No, actually, it's from Spindrift. Spindrift Brewing, their Toller line of beers. We've done a couple of them. I think we've done them all so far on the review here. But this is their, their let's make maintenance beers for people. Let's make, typical, just drinking beers, just go-to drinking beers, not necessarily fancy schmancy craft brews. Let's make something that's, like the Budweisers and stuff, but, slightly better quality, but basically kind of in that style. And one thing that always makes this attractive is they've got the nice doggy on the can. The Toller, which is a retriever breed. And retrievers, the best dogs, by the way. But this is Toller Ice, quality crafted lager. You say anything on here different? Nope. But other than it contains barley, what do you know? 6% alcohol by volume. So, of course, they're going for the ice beer / strong lager. Not quite Eisenbach. We're not quite getting there, but kind of similar, adjacent to that. The idea of you freeze the beer and you chip away the excessive water, at least some of it, and gives you a higher alcohol by volume when you finally are all said and done. So that's, I assume they're doing the same process here. And these are coming in 6-packs at the NSLC. Some NSLCs anyway, select NSLCs. So mine was apparently a select one. What do you know? But yeah. And actually, this is quite interesting. This, like the Toller line has been kind of, okay, very light in flavor, generally easy drinking, watery beers that you can just put down. This promises to, have a little bit more going on, a little bit more oomph. Generally, with an ice beer, you're going to get like a lot of cereal grain, maybe a little bit of alcohol, maybe not, but a little bit more. So we're going to get into this and see what we think. Just because it is Spindrift doing this, I kind of guessing this is going to be better than your like Molson Ice / Labatt Ice and all that shit. There we go. Let's look at the doggy again. Here you go. Toller Ice. I think the next time I send and there's Lady Lee. Is that a dog or a dragon, or I don't even know what that is. That could be a worm for all I know. Whatever that emoticon is. I think the next time I send you a package of some sort, Lee, I'll probably put like all the Toller beers in it just because they got doggies on them. And also they're, they're all lagers. So she says a drag in or a dragon. Could be a drag in, an inn run by Divine, maybe. She says nice. Yeah. So yeah, it's getting pretty amberish, so a little bit darker than just like your light straw colored lager. And she says nice about the dogs. Yep, that's what I mean. I'll send you a bunch of Toller beers because they have doggies on them. And I think you'll like them anyway, just because they're, simple beers to drink. They're not dark beers that just taste like yeast or malt or whatever. Go to your aroma. Vegetal, corny kind of thing. Grainy. Not overly sweet, which is promising. I like that. Yeah, very canned corn kind of smell there. The cereal grain kind of around it. Smells like beer. Good at taste. Cheers. Lee says, I like malt. It's just the dark ones that just taste like yeast to me. The black ones, she means. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fair. Let's say your palate has come a long way, though, since you've been abusing your body by drinking beer with us schlubs for the last couple of years. The same bad. This is got a nice sweet caramel kind of malt taste up front. Slightly drying and sort of drying finish in the back. A little bit of sweetness in the finish as well. I don't know if I'm getting any of the alcohol. I don't think I really am. And there's a cereal graininess to it. It's good. There's not much to say about this kind of style, right? Like it's either good or it's bad. Like it's kind of a there's no real complexity to this type of style. It's either you nail it or you don't. It's kind of where it sits. Once you get to the higher alcohols, like if you actually do like an Eisenbach or something along those lines, then it gets really tricky. And then it's like, okay, I can start awarding more for style and stuff where I'm like, oh, you've really pulled this off really well at this like 10% fucking ice lager that tastes fucking amazing and isn't just like killing me with the alcohol. But we're not talking about that here. This is just, North American style kind of ice beer, strong lager. And this is really drinkable. There's no off flavors. It works for what it is. It's at 6%. So, this is one where you're putting them down to get wasted, honestly. Like there's no way around that, honestly. They can market it all they want. The people who make these types of beers, they can say, oh, drink responsibly or whatever, but they're marketing these ones to people who want to slam back a 6-pack and get toasted. And if you so choose to do that, that is your prerogative. Just don't drive any vehicles and, maybe lock yourself in your room and don't talk to people. I don't know. This is good. It works. So style wise, and again, we're not judging on an Eisenbach here, so it's not like we're not thinking about how this compares to like an authentic Eisenbach, where it's like you can actually get like differences in flavor and some complexities. And what is this? Like you normally do, lock myself in my room. I'll have the lock is on the outside of the door, woman. So that's up to the other people. Okay. But yeah, no, this is a perfect representation of the style, pretty much. I'm sure there's a couple that are probably a little bit better. Maybe they work a little bit better with what they have to offer. But this is a 9. It's a fucking 9 for a style. I mean, you can't get much better, and it's definitely not anywhere near the absolute shitty fucking ice beers She says, well, that makes the lock useless. No, that makes it so people can lock me in to the room. That was the joke. I'm not locking myself out from the rest of the world. They're locking me in and not letting me out. That was the joke. Because I'm so horrible and people don't want me out and about. That's the thing. So yeah, 9 for style. My own personal preference. I can take it or leave it. It's a simple thing. It's not terrible. It's good for the style. Not the sort of thing I tend to gravitate towards all that much. I'd rather have a 4.5% Pilsner with some complexity going on or whatever if I'm going to be drinking lagers. Or you're purposely locking yourself in. Well, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't lock myself in because I'm not antisocial. What would give you that impression? The only reason I'd have to lock myself in is if I was in the company of someone special and we wanted privacy. Privacy. Otherwise, no. My own personal preference. I'd buy this again. I probably will buy it again. I know at the very least I'm going to buy it one more time because I'm going to send a can to Lady Lee at some point. So 7. It's good. Good stuff. Toller Ice. Actually, it's probably my favorite Toller beer. It's probably the best thing they've come out with so far, and kind of funny that it's the ice that they've really nailed it on. So there we go. Lee says, no, you're just antisocial. I don't know about that. Lock your door from the outside. I can't lock my door from the outside. You'd have to lock me in from the outside. What are you not getting about this? And then we got CB Fall saying, sorry, I'm a bit late, but great review, Lee. Thank you, sir. Always appreciate it. You keep talking about this stuff. I'm gonna lock you. I don't even know what that means. I'm really bad at the sexy talk, so I don't know. Yeah, we got one more review to do, so we'll be back. Lee says, that's the joke. It's complex, but you still manage to do it. Oh, so I'm so brilliant that I find a way to lock myself in my room from the outside. Okay. All right. Sure. Okay. Yeah, so I got one more review to do, so I'll be back in about, I don't know, probably 10 minutes. Probably 10 minutes. One more beer to review and make people believe that someone else did it. Now you're just coming up with conspiracy theories. I thought you were better than that, Lee. I thought you were smarter than just to throw bold, just absolute bullshit conspiracy theories out about what I can and cannot do. I don't know, man. Don't know. If I had you here right now, I'd have to give you a stern talking to, possibly a spanking. I don't know what to tell you. Not at all. Yeah, okay, whatever. Sure thing, chickie. Yeah, we're going to take off, and we'll be back with the final review in about 10 minutes time. And, yeah, I'm going to find some way to break out of my room so I can get that other beer because apparently I've locked myself in my room. According to somebody. A conspiracy theorist. A crazy lady.